Every single time a country has stood up for its people, the United States has asked one question: who owns the resources? And if the answer wasn't us, the coup was coming. Over 80 foreign governments have been overthrown or destabilized by the United States. And no, most of them weren't dictatorships. Many of them were democratically elected, until they threatened US corporate profits. The playbook is almost always the same. A country elects a leader who wants to use their land, oil, or industry for the people. The leader threatens the profits of the United States companies or investors. The CIA steps in, funding opposition groups, planting stories in the media, bribing generals, arming rebels, or collapsing the economy. A coup replaces the leader with a pro-US dictator or military regime. Sometimes it's bloodless, but sometimes it's massacre. But it's almost always about control and not democracy. In Iran, 1953, Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh tried to nationalize Iran's oil, which was controlled by the British and the Americans. So the CIA launched Operation Ajax and orchestrated protests, paid off politicians, and installed the Shah. The result was 25 years of a dictatorship and torture under US protection. In Guatemala, 1954, President Jacobo Arbenz gave land back to peasants, land that belonged to the United Fruit Company, a US corporation. The CIA branded him a communist, ran a coup, and plunged Guatemala into a civil war that killed over 200,000 people. In Chile, in 1973, Salvador Allende, Chile's elected socialist president, was overthrown in a US-backed military coup. He died during the attack. Then General Pinochet took power. He tortured and killed thousands. Why? Because Allende wanted to nationalize copper and improve labor rights. In the Congo in 1961, Patrice Lumumba, the first prime minister of post-colonial Congo, wanted Africans to control African resources. So the CIA labeled him a threat and helped orchestrate his assassination. A brutal dictator, Mobutu, was installed and supported for decades. In Indonesia in 1965, US officials gave the Indonesian army a list of communists to kill. Over 500,000 people were slaughtered under General Suharto, who the US backed for over 30 years. In Honduras in 2009, President Manuel Zelaya raised the minimum wage and questioned US military presence. A military coup ousted him, and the Obama administration quickly recognized the new government. The country descended into violence, poverty, and mass migration. There are a dozen others: Haiti, Iraq, Libya, the Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Brazil, Bolivia, Nicaragua, and beyond. This isn't about fighting tyranny, it's about keeping global capitalism intact. When countries try to exit the system, to share resources, to build worker power, to reduce inequality, they don't just threaten US companies, they threaten the idea that another world is possible. If socialism or post-colonial development worked somewhere, other countries might follow. So they sabotage it before it succeeds. It's not about democracy, it's about defending the illusion of freedom, as long as it stays profitable. People still wonder why so many nations don't trust the US, why so many people are trapped in debt, war, and poverty, why migration patterns follow the wreckage of past interventions. It's because this isn't history, it's policy. And until we confront the real reasons that these coups happened, we'll keep repeating the cycle. Because democracy has never been the issue, control has.